my speaker. I had left my headphones on. Oh, ah! Quit! Get away! Quit using me as a... He's getting ready to sharpen his nails on my legs. My legs look horrible. They look like I got problems. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big black problem. Yeah, this big black Bobby problem. Big black Bobby. Causing my leg problems. I'm Bobby and I got a foot/leg fetish. I like to lick them and bite them and then I take and I go and then I take both my paws and go and then I go ah. That's what he does. He has a party on my legs. Crawls on them. Yeah. Isn't he lovely? Beep. Yep. So I have a cat named Bobby. He is not even a year old. God, he's big. He really is. He's a big cat. Big pain in the ass, more likely. So I hope everybody is doing all right. Oh my God. I'm bleeding where he got me. Oh, jeez. That was a good one. Hi, how are you? Put a thumbs up and subscribe. Cat is sadistic. Oh, God. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Let's see what we're going to have. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. This is what I have been talking about. Is this check mark? I have had no problems with people who have had this on most of the publications that I've had. And yeah, my cat got me good. Oh, jeez. All right. Hey, thank you for the, coming in. I appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe. Today I spent most of the day, I didn't feel, how can I say this? Sometimes you have to drink a lot of water, I was dealing with a lot of gas. Oh God, it was so embarrassing. So anyway, I nothing's going on in my life. I got a cat that's sadistic. Tomorrow I'm stopping by my work. I got a surprise for my boss. I got her a while back. And you know, when you're not all together in your bedroom and you're using it as a storage area and it's actually a better area than what you're at, I really thought, you know, that it would be great until the rats. It wasn't until the next door neighbor started doing work, and instead of catching the rats, I don't know what they did, but it was, they came to my house and partied. I've been dealing with gas pains all day today, burping and farting, yes, and it's been horrible since about 12, well, 2 o'clock. I deal with the gas pains. It's like, oh gosh. So if no one comes in about a half an hour, I'm just going to shut down early. I don't know what to say. I've just been dealing with, oh, I guess you would say it would be comparison when I used to get cramps. I used to get them really bad, and I forgot how bad they were. But you know, whew, yeah, I'm thinking of going into my spot and getting some Midol. God dang, and it's just gas cramps. It's like Jesus Christ, it hurts. Ooh, dang. Oh God. So anyway, I I've been getting stuff done and throwing stuff away. It just takes time to go through all kinds of crap. It's over a year's worth of stuff that I put in here, so, you know. Well, I did tell people I'd be here at 8, and I got here early, so, you know. I'm always like, Johnny, no one's here. I better get going, you know. God's going, yeah, see what happens when you try to hold a fart in? Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, you're going to feel the fart pain, that gas pain. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, and I do. Every time I slouch a little bit, I don't know if it's just, oh, God. Oh, boy. So, I hope everyone's having a good week. Happy hump day. Oh, it's real quiet. Oh. Well, looks like I'm going to have this. I haven't had anything on. I have to find my thing for my pooter, and I'm going to, if anything, I know that TikTok, it'll be easy to get on TikTok with my thing. The platform's a little easier, and, you know, you can see me on there. It'll be easier to deal with TikTok there. Oh, So I've been drinking lots of water. Wow. I just cannot believe how much I've just gone through. Ooh. So I'm feeling much better. Boy, I was just like, wow. It was um just feeling My phone was giving me problems on charging. I thought that it was a speaker problem, and what happened was it wasn't a speaker. It was I had my headphones connected. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, my cat's a little turd bag, I swear. So I've been drinking like a vitamin tea that you drink it and it's supposed to revitalize your womanhood and everything and make you feel oh so good. I've gotten gas. Let's just put it this way. I spent a lot of time on that toilet lately. They said that your body will get rid of all the toxins. They didn't say it would take hours. After coming home from work, there's nothing like drinking gotta poop tea. That's right. It'll make you shit like there's no tomorrow. So I am working on a, I guess you would say, on my character and how many characters I'm going to add, which is 2, and then how's the storyline going to go. And when you first meet her, she is telling her grandmother and her great grandmother that their exercise session has started, and every half hour they have to stop and change panties and put it in the airtight thing, and so you can mail it for the, you know, the whatever, you know, and it's like I got to figure out how she's going to tell these ladies that, you know, you never see them, you know, so it's just me yelling and complaining, you know. So that is how you're going to meet, you know, you're going to meet her in her own space, which would be the uh the RV, and she's going to be very much bitching about whatever's going on in her life. So she is a lot of drama. Every day is a new drama tier. So we're going to figure out, you know, more or less, you know, about you're going to meet the character, and that's what the first thing that I'm just going to envelop on is the character and how she is. Oh God, I feel so good. So yeah, and that's what I'm trying to work on, where she has all kinds of scams going on and all kinds of things. So yesterday I had my speaker hooked up to my headphones, and I cleaned the bottom out on it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll clean it, you know. So hey, welcome. Ah, dang it, they're hiding now. Please put a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. So there's a lot of scam artists. You know, I had one that was so good. He was like, yeah, you know, well, I need to send you money type thing. And he was really good for a long time. I kept him because he never asked for money. And I think I would have been happier if he said, you know, I got your address. You know, I'll mail you a check or whatever for your services, you know, because he said that he was going to pay me to help with his, you know, whatever he had going, you know. And I'm like, okay. And then it was like I had to block him because it I kept trying to tell him that, you know, I can't send them through my personal checking and savings. You know, that's just a no-go on that one. And that's, you know, and that's when I had to block and, you know, actually report and block. So I was like, yeah. Oh, well, I was hoping to get a job, you know, while I was waiting for my job. So I was like, oh, well. So, yeah, I'm taking a tea that's supposed to like get all my toxins out. So I've been doing it, and they said you can do it one time, but you know you want to do it twice because it's better that way. So yeah, I've been doing it twice a day, in the morning and at night. Usually before I go on here, I'll do it. I'll, you know, make myself a thing of tea, and it's loose leaf, so I have a little ball, and that's what I do to be all healthy. Oh boy, I couldn't imagine. Ooh, I'm healthy. Ooh, yeah, the toxins. They say that, and this sounds gross, compounded number 2 is the number one reason why a lot of people get sick, because they don't enough. So maybe the stuff I'm taking is helping it along, because boy, oh boy, I'm not going to be complaining. Oh, no. Nope, I'm getting rid of my toxins and being healthy. So I'll tell you, well, okay, so, uh, wow, we got 0 people. Oh, goodness, and 0 things. Oh, so this is behind me a picture of what you need to really focus on if you want to make sure that they are the people that they are, is behind me. On most cases, most sites, including Facebook, has that check mark where it lets you know that they're, as far as I know, from what I've dealt with, yeah, that check mark means they're the real deal. So I only deal with the real deal. You know, I had dealings with a lot of people, and then the person who I was talking to, who said, well, I got someone who wants to meet you, you know. And I go, okay, all right. So that person that introduced me to the so-called other person that was supposedly a celebrity, he was told online by the Zach Baggins anti-scam page on X, stated that the person I was talking to was a scammer, so I reported and blocked. And then, you know, the person I was talking to wanted, you know, information on to give me money instead of any site that he'd been helping with. I said, well, if you go on Zelly, you have to give me your phone number. Well, then we'll go, no, that's the only way, you know. But, you know, I said, you're starting to creep me out. So I reported and blocked that person, because then they wanted to argue with me about what I don't got a lot of money. I barely have anything, just enough to keep it open, and you're wanting to take that, report and block. So yeah, that's why we got this behind. And let's all send people some loving light and care. So happily report and block and be safe. all the excitement. All right, let's change the wallpaper. It's getting boring. Do, 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 do. Oh, here's a picture of me. Here's me at work. So let's all send some prayers to Aztec Secret. Dear God, all angels that can help and all everyone's ancestors that can help this situation, please make sure everybody at Aztec is healthy, safe, and you know, they can get, you know, their things done. Amen. All right. Well, if I don't see, oh, I see one person, yay. Hey, put a thumbs up and welcome here. This is me at work at, oh, dang it. Lost them again. It's me at work at Aztec. That's what I look like. I clean up nice. Yeah. See if I go back. I'm in the floor. Okay. Hi. That's me at Aztec. Yeah. It is probably about 6 o'clock in the morning because I was leaving for my last break. So it's 6 in the morning that was taken. And I'm waving, you know, because I'm going to be leaving the table to whoever will step up because we got the 6 to 2s come in and they start working on my table. That's table number 4. So, yeah. And that's my work. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Do, 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 do. There we go. That's what the Hubble caught. All right. That's supposedly where angels come out of, which is pretty cool. And depicted art pictures. So they come from the nebula. The nebula. So today is Hump Wednesday. I'm not getting laid, so I might as well have a shot. We're grabbing Delish Pickleback Shot. It's vodka and pickle juice. That's why they call it Pickleback Shot. All right. There we go. Here's to all the ghost hunters out through the world. May you all be safe. Amen. I sip it. Oh, it's nice and spicy. Yeah. So it is wonderful to be, at least I have a roof over my head. I got people who care about me. Yeah, I miss work, you know, and having fun, you know. Hey, and don't forget, you chat down below and put the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. It's great. You can subscribe. And I am going to be working on my character, the snake lady, the scamming white chick. She's going to be something. It always reminds me of my friend Christine, which my kids called Crazy Christine. Yeah. Hi, thank you for the thumbs up. You want to tell me where you're from? I'll tell you a little bit about my character and, you know, and then after a while, we'll have certain things. If you want to have a question, you know, about the character, we'll have extra stuff you can buy to support my wonderful character. But yeah, thank you, thank you. Hey, my Polish prince is here. Guess what the problem? What you're gonna laugh? You're gonna laugh. I left my headphones on, and I'm like freaking out, going, God, there's something wrong with my phone. And I went and I cleaned the bottom off with like gook that I used to clean my you know, my weed stuff. And I'm like, okay, all right, well, it's working all right now, all right, okay. And then I realized, I realized, I look and I'm hearing stuff come out of my headphones that, by the way, when I fell asleep with them on, because, you know, I took a nap before coming on here, I had my headphones on. So I have them on, and then I go on here and I'm going, what do you mean? Ah, it didn't hit me until a little bit later, and I felt like an idiot. After I went and cleaned my everything, and oh my god. So yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna go for that blonde moment right now. If other people can call it, I'm using. I got the blonde moment like in gold right here. I had a gay, I had a gay friend, and he would always go, "Oh, honey, we just need to take your gay card away. You don't know how to dress gay enough." I was like, "Shit." Now that was funny. Then I said, "You guys got gay cards now?" No. I was going to make him a gay card, an actual plastic one. You can make up cards, you know, for people's birthdays and stuff, and it looks like credit cards, and it's not. And he he's with God. He just lived life real fast, and yeah, and that's the way it went. So it happened. But his favorite saying was, yeah. So yeah, I think the one of the funniest movies that Robin Williams did was him pretending to be a gay guy, and his son is um, in love with a woman, and the woman's parents are political, and the two guys own a gay club, and it's hilarious. Oh boy, Birdcage, I think it's called Birdcage. Birdcage. Funny. Oh my god. You want to laugh till you almost pee? Oh yeah. You know, you got I can't even tell you. It is just hilarious. It was like that is exactly what would happen to me. Yeah. My next lifetime, I know I am going to have a whole lot more fun now. Now, he was my superhero, as he was down to earth. He'd give you, literally, he's giving people his own shirt off his back. He would listen to people. He wasn't too big to stop by someone's bed and say, hey, you know. Well, hello. Wow. Hi, Menash. Oh, yeah. It's gibberish. It is, yes. Yeah, I had problems with my I left my headphones on because I fell asleep with my meditational program. You know, it's not really a meditation, it's just sound of I'm really missing the sound of the ocean. And it's the sound of the ocean, and that's what I fell asleep to. Yeah. Oh, hey. There's a lot of people who do that, you know? Yeah. Well, that's good. As long as it doesn't keep me, oh my God, your voice is so bad, it keeps me up and I have nightmares. That's the thing it was. He never put the usual facade of, you know, he was just a very, you know, how can I say, what you would expect a person would be. And I like that. So I am drinking, I'll show. Do, 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 do. So yeah, he was one of my favorite peoples. And what pisses me off, I got to get my pooter fixed so I can watch movies on there again. I haven't watched Toy Story in a while. And that's one of my favorite movies I used to watch was Toy Story. And I got the video, not, DVD. I can't find it. Wait, get that off you. Cat's walking around with... His kids, well, he had only a daughter, I think. She really talked fondly. She loved her dad. Yeah. I mean, just a lot of the stuff that he would come up with. If you do voices and stuff, you're like, wow, that's amazing. You know, as for me, I can only do so many voices, and he seems to do way more, but maybe it's just, you know, I'm hard on myself, you know. Yeah, yeah, he really was able to put a character and make them come to life, and you really believed that they were that character because I think he believed he was that character too. You know, I mean, if you think about it, he really did a lot of what they call method acting. That's why you meditate and you become that person, that character, and you bring it to life. You bring that, whatever you're playing, you bring it to life. If it's a man who's uh, bringing up two kids on his own, or if he's pretending to be a woman. Yeah. Hi, Ruse Margin. Who is never born. Okay. All right. I'm just a thought between your mind. See, as what she said, I'm a thought between you. I was never born. Wow. Does that leave me impetus? Yeah, that's true. And it's like, I, well, I think some people maybe, let's see how much wine. Honey, did you do too much of those martinis, and your friend dropped you off at home and you go, woo, Omega's online. I can go there drunk and say a bunch of gibberish. Dear God, give me strength. Please, God, give me strength. Amen. Yeah. Uh, Remember, I'm not even born. Sorry. Whew. At least this one didn't want to uh know. Yeah. Oof, that was a hard one. I had a lady wanted to know the mating rituals of the werewolf. I just became the Discovery Channel. That's how I felt. I'm not trying to. Sometimes we get some people who are just a little bit, they're not, maybe their weed is too strong or their martinis are too strong. It takes me a while to drink my shot. Let me get my, this is pretty cool. I got a bunch of them because god dang my cat's been hiding them, so I now keep them under there. My cat don't go under there. So she must believe. Are we in the Matrix? I'm really bald and sitting in a bunch of goo, and I'm really, the battery to AI. Then wasn't there, with one of my other favorite actors, Neo, who plays somebody who wakes up and finds out. Remember, he had to follow the white rabbit, and all these things would happen, and yeah. Oh boy. So, do you have a therapist, son? I gotta start keeping therapy numbers up here from now on. Oh boy. Now you don't want to hurt yourself, do you? Let's just be cool and everyone play nice, and uh this young lady's playing Imaginarium. Oh God. God, give me strength, please. Anyway, I would love to also state the fact that how much I am proud of just the people that I have. I'm going to go over to my job and finish up my unemployment. They're going to help me with that. And I found a shirt that I was going to give for Christmas to my boss. So, hey, look, better late than never. It'll be a nice surprise for her. It's like they say, in order to believe is to not believe. So, in order to believe is to keep your mind open, but to understand that there are fakers out there. Wow, there was no floor. It was a floating floor. What kind of floor was it? I like to hear these stories. Oh boy, never a ground to stand on. Oh. So what kind of alcohol you're drinking? What are you smoking? That's what I'm looking at. You're right there with me, John. I'm thinking somebody had a little bit too many coffees. You know, you have coffee and vodka is wonderful in coffee because that's how Crazy Christine had her coffee, with a lot of vodka. Oh, John. That one flew over the cuckoo's nest, if you get my drift. Oh, goodness gracious. Dear God, please let her get her mind. Oh gosh, I don't think she has any. No, that one's cuckoo. I was told a while back by a coworker that they were in a coma for 10 years. I looked that shit up. I'm like, now I know that. Oh, yeah, pretty much when you've been in a coma for 10 years, they start sending off, keeping you alive to keep the organs going, because they start harvesting you. Christine? Crazy Christine. I have some pictures. I'm going to have to look for them. And I'll talk about all the shenanigans we used to do in Detroit. Because before she came out here and to out west, we used to hang out in Detroit. And oh my gosh, the shenanigans and the drama. Oh, my kids, my daughter, didn't see all this stuff. My son did, so he calls her super crazy. She's ultra crazy. My daughter go, oh no, and I go, oh, he knows a lot more than you. Yeah. So Christine, she had an alcoholic problem. And I sat her down and did what I usually do with family members and friends who understand. I go, you smell fucking funky. Your liver's not going proper. So you need to quit this shit. She didn't. She died of cirrhosis of the liver. She didn't even make it to 50. I know. This guy told me he was in a 10-year, you know, I'm like, all right, dude. Then he told somebody else he was in one coma for 8 years. I'm like, oh shit. Is the next person going to be 2 years less? I mean, that's what I was thinking. It is what it is, you know. I thought, and that's where it was going. So I kind of, I, I didn't get close to that person, you know, because they're starting to lie, like right off the bat. I want to know how he met his beautiful wife. Want to know what, you know. I like to hear love stories, okay? And he's, well, I was in a coma for 10 years and my future wife found me. I'm like, did the fucking Guinness Book of World Records come and contact you? After a year, our body atrophies. After 10 years, you would have to learn how to walk, how to use the bathroom, how to eat, how to talk, the whole 9 yards. I don't like being lied to, I'm sorry. So the next thing comes to mind, you see, when I was a kid, my grandfather knew someone we used to call Steamboat. Steamboat, you ever heard of a steamboat? Where they happens every so often? They go up the river. What is another word for going to jail? Going up the river. You know why? Because he was good at locking, you know, like people's safes. He taught me some tricks. My grandma goes, oh no, you're done hanging out with him. That's it. Nope. Because I started to be able to have the feeling of doing that. Oh, my dad said, nope. Yeah. Steamboat would tell people that he was at a hospital for something he'd make up. Now, at least it was believable. Because usually it was a couple years. So he said, yeah, I was getting some stuff done with this, that, and whatnot. Yeah, now I'm back to work and stuff. And he'd get a good paying job. And he was usually, the last 20 years, he didn't do nothing. He says his hearing just wasn't the same. And he said it wasn't worth it. He said it's better to earn it than he said, go up the river. So yeah, I hung out with Steamboat, this old guy who was just, come here, listen, I'll show you this kid. Come on, listen. You want to hear? Watch. You don't need to know what it is. And he would go, that's it. That's the first one. And this is the second. I was like, oh my God. My grandmother, I forgot what the thing is. Oh, don't worry. Because usually she waited for Steamboat to come by. So if she like had a lock thing, she'd find out what the code was. So. A lot of times we get people that come on here and they want to sound extremely smart and they come off the opposite. Just like the woman, and I kid you not, John, she wanted to know. She's like, so, what's a mating ritual of a werewolf? And I'm like, well, shit. God dang, I knew I should have put that. I'm sitting there saying this out loud. I'm going, I should have put that cam out there. I probably could have found the mating ritual. Oh, well, where am I? No, I'm being sarcastic. No, no. We're not, the Discovery Channel in that sense. I mean, we all discover things from people, and some people tell you stuff that you haven't heard of, and it sounds really amazing. But for me, it comes off as they're batshit crazy. I get a vibe that they're just not all there, you know. But, it is what it is. At least they're not talking anymore. Any of their, I guess it would be nonsense talk. So, oh. Yeah, she wanted to know, the lady wanted to know about werewolf mating, like, the ritual, and I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know. They do it doggy style? I'm not the Discovery Channel. So, what occult leader do you follow? It sounds like you're either in an occult or you have your medication needs to be toned down a bit. Dear Lord, help me. So anyway, we have 6 whole minutes before I will meet you guys tomorrow at 8, and I will tell you my adventures. I get to go and visit my work and get some help with my unenjoyment and see my friends. I love my friends. So I can't wait. I'm really excited. And so let's see. And this is all I can afford after I went to a flashlight tour over at the Haunted Museum. And this was 12 bucks. They had a real nice zipper hoodie. Yeah, that was $60 I didn't have. So hey, I didn't know. Because remember, I went to work and I told everybody. And then after Monday, I haven't worked since last Monday. Not this last Monday, but the last Monday, yeah. So. We're stacking it up on awareness. I'm aware when someone's mentally unsound. I'm believing it's awareness. So, you want to hear my Mermaid Man song? You see, when Mermaid Man gets me really peeved off, and I'm like, well, hell. Mermaid Man, without a tan, his head in the sand. La la la, la la la. Now let's go kick him in the ass. Boom. His wife liked it. She goes, that's funny. I'm terrible. Now I gotta get his kids to learn that song. He got 5 children. His little girls are angels. So I said, so are the boys heathens? And she says, just like his daddy. I go, oh boy, they're heathens. And give her a hug. Some good peoples. Yeah, you keep telling yourself you're normal. I would tell your doctor that you maybe are drinking with the prescriptions, because what you're talking about is I like to call it gibberish. Yeah. I am sorry. I cannot. This person needs to seek help. Next time I will ready and have an 800 number that she can go and talk to a therapist or someone who's licensed, because that is not right. She's either on some form of drugs or in an occult, or both, you know. So I'm like, whoo, you just talking a lot of crazy, and it's just taking too much. And there's a lot of people out there that are seeking help and asking for it. So I would like to pray for Crazy Pants. Dear God, there are people that come here. Maybe they are seeking help. Maybe they are seeking a therapist that they need. They should not be doing drunk, I guess we would say, uh, uh, drunk chatting. So hopefully she settles down and goes to sleep. Amen. Wow, that was a whole lot of crazy. Imagine talking to that person. Say you're in a bar, and this is what my dad used to tell me about chatting with people. If you're in a bar, would you want to hear nonsense like what was going, well, you know, and they're telling you, say, let's pretend they're getting real close to your face. They didn't use capital letters, so they weren't yelling. They're just telling you over and over the same thing. It's just they're wording it different, and you're going, I really don't believe what you're talking about. And they're just spewing out the same stuff. They're not even acknowledging what you're saying. I'm like, wow. Okay, I need a drink after that one. Oh boy. That was, oh. I really tried real hard to not, I'm trying real hard not to use naughty words. Some people just need a lot of therapy. They come online so they can have people feel sorry for them. They're not mentally all there, and it's not our fault or your fault. It's just sometimes they have to seek a therapist instead of going online drunk. Okay. And it is over the time, so I am just going to give a quick slurp. All right. Here. May all of you, thank you, John, for being so understanding and a good listener. You're probably better than me. He's a good Polish prince. Thank you, Gibberish. And thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'll be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Unless, if you want me to stay longer, Yeah, John is great. If you want me to stay longer, tell me now. I'll stay longer because usually I just stay an hour. All right, I'll stay longer. I just have to go and get water. That's what I'm running out on. I'm thinking I'm getting 2 bottles of water. Let's see. And I can't unplug this because this sucker has been low. Oh, God, that's why it stunk. I got my shoes here. Man, I can scare the crap out of some. Hi, what? What do I got? Oh, I'll show you something. Come over here. Come here and take a good sniff. Oh, yeah, yeah. You want to smell? Oh, it's delightful. Woo-wee. Man, scare the crap out of somebody. That's when you put it near your cat's face and your cat goes. Now I got some nice new ones. So look at these. These are beautiful. I was told when I went, before I found out I was laid off, they told me at the outlet store they usually don't send these. These are usually online purchase only. And guess what I got? That wasn't me. That really wasn't me. Yes, I got these. These are cool. Oh man, and they're comfortable. Oh yeah. I feel good in these. And then I got these. Now mind you, I went to the outlet store. How much do you think I paid per shoe? And I bought 3 shoes and I got a pair of pants too. 3 pairs and a pair of pants. I used a gift certificate that I earned on Black Friday a while back. And it was $25 off, so it came up to $107. I walked out with 2 big bags. Ooh, I was like, ooh, I got my shoes. So I felt so good. And then I go to the eating area, and I sit there and I change my shoes out. I take them off, and as I'm taking them off, it's like there's this smoke of skull and crossbones. It stinks. I'm like, put them in there. Ooh, yeah. And then I'll take that skull and crossbones. Ooh, yeah. Put that, spray a little perfume. Get that. All right, good. I put on my new shoes. I'm like, oh yeah, they were black. Oh, I felt so good. Ooh, wee. Yeah. John, I'm going to miss you. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be on at 8. John. So let me run and get some water. Yeah, I'm going to go get some. My cat's right near here. I'll be right back. I got to keep it plugged in. My roommate's playing country music kind of loud. So, there we go. John's a good guy. He's good, hard-working peoples. Oh, God. So, anyway, yeah. Reno. Let me see. It's a little more expensive than Pahrump. Pahrump's kind of like the the cheaper end of things. You're expecting at least $500,000 on up. And I would get your house looked at and have someone inspect it. See how my cat is? This is Bobby. Say hi, Bobby. Oh, I love you. Oh, he's such a lovey. Yeah, he's my yeah. He's my little man. I love dogs too. I had to give Callie up. Because I still live with my ex, I see my dog, but I had a boxer. They're really big, you know? They're not small. They start off cute and small, but god darn it, they get big. And then Callie was a free dog. She was the first free dog that I didn't have to worry about taking it to get fixed. So, Callie, I couldn't afford $150 or more a month, plus the vet bills. There's just no way I could do it. So my ex said, so I get Callie. I go, yeah. So it was after my cat had died more than 6 months ago. I got a text from my boss. Hey, look at this kitty. There's this cute little black kitty just looking all adorable. And I was like, oh, that's it. I'm smitten. I wanted to pick it up that weekend. But I waited till Monday. And I picked up this little kitten. Oh my God, he was already toilet trained. He was just a little wee thing, you know? Back then I used to have like just a sandbox this big. Now he's like much bigger. You know, he's full grown. I got a teenager. I need to get him fixed. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. I adopted my cat already being old. And the owner was moving into a elderly place where she couldn't take the cat. She told me she could, but there's some bad orderlies that work there that hurt animals, and she said she's not putting her cat through that. So I said, okay. So I had her cat, and I didn't expect him to last as long, you know, to live as long. He lived well past what I thought, and the owner thought that, you know, he would live. So yeah. I did. He was such a sweetheart. He used to go in my ex's room and take a big dump and shit in his shoes. I love that cat. He did. He's... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I facilitated the fact, no, I am getting a divorce. We are done. This is it, you know? It took 3 times, but hey, 3rd time's a charm. I think I'm going to set up an email address for my character. you know, if, do I offend you? Do I make you feel, you know, whatever? And they can send their email, you know, their praise or whatever. I rather hear from the direct people. I'm sure there's going to be some people pissed off. And I'm sure, you know, anyone who knew my friend Christina Dappa would know that she was something else. My son he has problems with the TikTok platform lately, and he's been playing, you know, on the TikTok, but I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, he has to move platforms or whatever. But he was on DMN, the letter D, the letter M, and the letter N, and that was what he's been doing. So maybe you can find out where he went to, because I haven't looked yet. He's been playing video games and doing DoorDash. I'm thinking of doing DoorDash. So that's what my son's doing. I'm proud of my kid. I brought both my kids to be independent. I didn't have them here, you know, like I used to say, no, no, no. Uh, how can I say this? I had to pull them off the titties a long time ago and say, yep, it's time for you to pull up your big girl boy pants and move along. I don't have time to be uh, watching my kids 24/7. I got to trust them. And yeah, I've trusted my kids. I never had to worry about my son doing stupid shit. It's me who's done the stupid shit. Oh, that's where my dad came in. Oh yeah. He was good. Oh, he was disciplined. But also he was fun too. I mean, where are you going to find a father who, while you're wearing an outfit that made your one adopted brother pee his pants and you didn't get in trouble for that, and you still have the whole get up. He had to have known that you had that underneath there. Yeah, she's asleep. I was asleep. No, I was like scared as shit that he would open it up and say, yep, you're grounded. Nope. You know what? He used it to full extent. Oh yeah, you guys better go to bed because man, something gonna be jumping out and getting you now. Oh, he used that. There was a boogeyman that reinvented me. And I was so thankful he didn't have me wait for them to come to bed. Yeah, I mean, but in the same note, I knew where that line should be drawn. I really did. By the time I was 18, I knew that my dad was right about my ex, and I still went along and I married the piece of, you know, fun and oh boy. Yeah, let's just put it this way. When you're with someone who's a sociopath, they drain you mentally, physically. They think that they're going to be with you forever. Their idea of working a full-time job is 3 days a week. My ex couldn't work a full week ever, and everything went real quick because the quicker if you're like moving in after 3 months, that's what it was. That's a bit too soon. I give it 6 months unless you impregnated the person. If you didn't, then 3 months. If you didn't impregnate them, give it 6 months and have the relationship grow with trust and realize that the wanting and savoring the time that you spend will make it so much sweeter. my God. Wow. That is bad, you know. So how old? 8 hours a day when I was 3, 4, 5-year-olds. Yeah, my dad never yelled. When he started to talk real quiet, that meant, when he started almost whispering, that meant your ass was going to get a real good beating. Yeah, my dad get good and quiet. You're like, oh no, I'm in real trouble. Next day, you're like, oh no, I can't sit. I'll be standing for a bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, you didn't forget. Oh no. Once you got a good beating, you go, yeah, they think. Yeah. I never had to do that with my kids. I just look at them. My daughter, man, if you give her a certain look, she just start crying. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Exactly. That's a sociopath thing. Their full time work is 3 days a week. Their idea of being good is sleeping only with 3 people instead of 5 that week. Yeah. No, I didn't sleep with them. Yeah, everyone's seen you at work and told me I got a phone call from your boss. There's one thing, don't ever, and this is what I was told, and my ex went and would do it. He would go to bed with his boss's fiancés. Yeah, he lost 2 jobs with somebody else's significant other. Oh, what I thought was funny. He told one job that he had cancer. I said, one day you're going to get it, and it's going to be like too late to do anything. So you gotta quit using that, because he tried that with me when he thought, after I lost my friend through cancer and I felt bad. Oh, it was a sad thing. Yeah. My family, my uncle was English. He go, bloody hell, he's a troll. Do you know what a troll is? A troll is one of those ugly fucking creatures. They wait for you to build the bridge. They wait for you to get everything set up. And then when you go to bed, they take over the whole shot and take all the gut and glory. That's true. He was right. 110% right. It is. That's why he started bitching one day, and I go, he was bitching about the electricity being turned off. I go, it's not going to turn off. Oh, hell no. I'll go to the dollar loan if it comes to that point. I'm just trying to get it where I can get it paid. And he tried to bring me down. No, don't do it. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. All I'm worried is that your ass won't shut up. And I walked away. You know, and he was, you know, he'll bitch on the phone, and he hasn't been bitching out there, so I'm good. I quit listening to that a long time ago. That's why I lived in the RV for over a year, because it was quieter. I got to hear other people do their own meltdowns and stuff, my next door neighbors. Sometimes I would see them have their meltdowns and whatnot, and I would just let them have their own, you know, thing and listen to my music. But yeah, there's I'm hoping that yeah, it's draining. Drains your car. It drains your being if you're a psychic person or intuitive, it drains that too. When you're with someone, you're sleeping with someone, they're constantly draining. Especially if you're everything they're never ever going to be in this lifetime or the next. It just is what it is. When I'm away from that person, I'm more energized, but I'm trying to meditate, and every day I hopefully put myself in a better place of mind. But anyway, yeah, I went on a date. You want to hear about my fishing date? Oh, yeah. Omega goes fishing quite often, and she's getting tired of it. So I answered this, you know, obviously I need to ask them if they have special. I went there after asking, do you have a car? Yeah, well, do you want to meet me somewhere? Because I really want to go out to eat and see a movie, because that's what he promised. He didn't have a car. He couldn't leave where he was at because he had a special ankle bracelet that if he were to leave his area to go to the end of the driveway to wave me down, it would have been beeping. So I didn't know that until we were in his place, his convenient apartment. You know, it's like, I think 300 square feet of fun, and it smelled like ass in the whole place. It just smelled like ass, and he kind of smelled assy too. Not a bad looking guy if you like Incredibles, that little young guy that grows up, you know, that's what he looked like, the older version. I left these there. He showed me he had an ankle bracelet, you know, the police kind. So I left these there, so I replaced them. I got round ones in my Jeep, but I got these ones. Ooh, I like the color. They're really cool. Yeah, I left him. He said, is there anything that I said that was wrong? I'm thinking, dude, you didn't tell me. You told me you had a vehicle. You don't got no vehicle. You told me you got a job. You got no job. You told me you got no drama. You're wearing drama around your leg. He's telling me a bullshit story. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be living with my mom for a bit, is what he said. I'm thinking of leaving and going to Oregon. Doodles, you know what? I told him, he, nah, there's no sparks going, and I left. Of course, I prayed before I left because, you see, I was in downtown Vegas, not far from the haunted place, but God, and I smoked weed with the SOB thinking that he was truthful. And then I found out he had lying son of a bitch. So I had to get out. And I was high. And I sat in my Jeep. And I started up and I prayed for everyone to help me. The archangels, my ancestors, God himself, and Jesus. So I kept getting into traffic jams, which meant I had to go at a slower pace, and it took me a good hour longer to get back home. That's what I needed. Because, oh boy, yeah, it's not safe. No. I love my lesson. God's sitting up there. Oh, gosh. Oh, no, that guy. No, that's not a lesson. Good girl. Good. Well, shoot. Now you're high. God's sitting up there going, oh, God, what am I going to do? Okay. Huh. We'll take care of you. Just go home. Get out of that place. So I go home, and on my way there, I have a traffic jam. Yeah. All right. Let them slow it up way up there. All right, you know. Now, you ever think God's sitting up there, you know, you pray to him, and suddenly you get to him, and he's going, yeah, well, we got to take care of stuff here. You ever wonder when you're getting spanked by God, when you pray to him, and it's like a thing that happens all the time, like say you smoking crack, and then you get in trouble with the neighbor because your dog. Yeah, I had my next door neighbor, a crackhead, I think. He was his dogs would go over to my place and eat my chickens. I had 12 altogether. I have 3 left. I don't got money to replace my chickens, and I'm pissed. So I'm asking God, God, please find a way to have my chickens replaced. Amen. There. So. There we go. So you smoke weed? Where did I put the sucker? I am smoking, la la la, smoking some lemon cake OG with a mixture of another one. It's around here. Some type of flower. The name ripped off, so I can make up it is. It's called Fartin' Flower. That's what we're going to call it. All right. Yeah, I made John the mediator because OG Kush. Oh, I love OG Kush. Yeah, this is it. I love it. Yeah. When you get people screaming and acting stupid, you know, and you're like, oh my God. And so I'm glad I'm where I'm at. I'm for the first time happiest that I've been in a while, even though I'm broke as all shit. But I'm probably the happiest I've been in a very long time. It doesn't bother me to sleep alone. I know I'm loved. I know that my son, he checks up on me every day. We talk every day. You know. It's Barton Kush. Well, they come up with some weird names. I mean, come on. Really. One day they're going to have Kush called the Crepitory Kush. So I got to go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. My cat's going to meet me to the door. Oh, I know. I went out. I'm hoarding. You're not getting out. You're waiting to get out, you horny old cat. You horny young cat. All right. I'm back. Okay, so I learned some new words before. I learned some new words recently from some friends. Jail purse. I'm like, what's that? Purses that are being sold out now, you know? Jail purse, you know? No. It's your bum is their jail purse. See? He's such a lover. Yeah. He's got a little bobby tail. Aw. Do I taste good? It tastes good. Aw. Hmm. But you're cheaper than, he is cheaper than Callie. Because I even told him he needed to revert to the food that is not the canned food. I call it the junk food for animals. If you have an animal that has a weight issue, then deal with a different kibble that comes like where you pre-weigh it. Yeah. And it actually is cheaper than giving them kibble. But I just couldn't afford to feed her and take care of her properly. So she gets the proper care. Yes, yes. See, he's hugging me. Aw. He's like, I love you. How much? Oh man, you're all hot boxed. That's what it is. My dang cat is hot boxed. He's all happy high. He's like, ooh wee, that's some good stuff. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, I'm gonna go have more fun. Okay, go get the phone call. No. Oh, it's not a game. No, you're hurting me. Keep that up. I'm gonna get the tape and put it on your paws. That's where the motherfucker went. Oh, hey. Man, that goes to my ESP game. So anyway, yeah. Well, today I guess my tea is uh, making me feel better in the long run. Let's just hope for that. Jesus Crimley. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. You see the before? I'm no longer feeling fat and flumpy. I use this. Yeah, 48 hours before she's taking that thing, she's in the twinkle. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Well, as soon as Gibberish gets back, I'll tell you a funny story about a tea, because I used to once a month just do what my dad did. He said, hey, just get the good tea from the dollar store. You don't need to go all fancy, and get the tea that makes you, it's laxative tea. It's pretty strong. So I made some laxative tea. Oh, it's a long phone call. You know how they say they never, if you put a note saying, hey, it's laxative tea, they'll drink it. Yeah, they. We're both running to the crapper at the same time. uh. So where are you living now? Well, anyway, yeah, I made poop tea. Cleans you out. Oh, it's great. I spend 2-3 hours, boom, take a nap, and then, I spend 12 hours. I don't do, like some people do it for days. No, I gotta eat. And then that's it. It's great. So if you get up early by 9 or 10 o'clock, you take care of your action, You go to sleep, you wake up, you can have a little, not a huge, usually soup or something like that, in bed or stay up for a couple hours. Usually you got a lot of energy. So where do you reside in the U.S. then? Do you reside in the U.S.? Do you do stuff in Canada? Is that the Europe you're talking about? Well, half here, half not. Yeah, we end up being thankful that there was more than, 2 bathrooms. Because if you got 2 people using it, and then you got a regular person who just has to go, So it's like, oh boy, those are the good times. So I'm sitting there thinking, God dang, I had to put a note each time I made my specialty. I made it once a month. All right, I do make nice sweet tea, but usually I tell people I made it and try it. I don't tell people not to drink it. Hey, that's my tea in there. Don't touch it. He didn't ask me why I told him not to touch it. He could have figured that one out. Oh, is that fast acting? Sorry, I still think it's funny. When you tell someone, hey, it's my tea, don't drink it, and you go, why? Isn't it your sweet tea? And I would have said, no, it'll make you go boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you want to know about Crazy Christine? Snake Lady Christina Dipper. That's who I am. You've come from a long line of assholes. Well, hopefully you're listening at least. My dad was smart, and he would let you know that he was smart. He would let you know that he had the upper hand of the conversation. Oh boy, he didn't have many friends. Oh, ooh, I got a water thing here. What's this? Stevia blend. No, I don't need that. How much in there is there? Rose water. I could put water in that and I could spray that. Well, welcome back. Half here, half out. Gibberish. So, um, my cat's horny. My bed covers gets more action than I do. My cat. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, Bobby. Where are you? Where are you? Whoa. He'll come up and he'll jump right behind me when you least expect it. What's going on in the morning over in Europe? That's what I wonder, because they're 7 hours ahead. Or is it 9? I used to play a video game that I played with people from um, London, so they were, I think, 7 hours ahead. my cat will be sleeping soon. It looks like I'm hotboxing it in here. Anyone puts their head in there, you'll get instant high. Well, are you busy? I can, I'll go back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. All right, I'm going. So, you guys take care. Keep a prayer in your pocket and love in your heart.